Hi, Steve and Keith with Brownells, and we're back at Rock Island Auction House to bring you another gun from the vault. Keith, what do we got today?
Steve, we have a Colt 1873 Single Action Army 45 black powder. Highly engraved. If you'll see right here, all the nice engraving right here on the side. And look underneath, you'll still see some of the original bluing.
Very nice condition.
Yes, it is.
Very good example, but this place is full of these. What's so special about this one?
This one belonged to Bob Dalton of the Dalton Gang. Now there was 10 of these made, and 2 went to Bob Dalton, 2 went to Emmett Dalton, 2 to Grat Dalton, and then the other 4, 2 went to Bill Pyre, and then the other 2, I cannot remember the other guy's name that was in the gang. They each had 2 of these.
5 guys, 10 guns.
Yep, 5 guys, 10 guns, and they were delivered to the Dalton Gang about just a little over a month before the raid happened there in Coffeyville. And they had these guns on them during the heist, but Bob did not use this one. He was carrying a Winchester rifle at the time.
Oh,
although
okay.
he was packing it, he wasn't shooting it. But this is probably one of the best examples, if any of them that are known out there. I mean, this sat in a department store there in Coffeyville for years on display.
Oh,
and is
okay.
a super, super neat piece for a gang that did multiple robberies and bank heists, train robberies and stuff all the way from Arkansas up to California and then back.
How many of those original 10 pistols are still around that we know of?
Now, this is the only one that I know of.
Wow.
Yeah, what happened to the other 9, I do not know. I mean, there was people taking pieces of clothing off of them and
Sure.
all that. Now, there was only one survivor of the bank heist, and that was Emmett. And he actually took about close to 25 to 30 shots to him. And how he survived, he got very lucky, but the rest of them were all dispatched pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
But this right here is a really neat piece. Now, this is a black powder frame, and the way to tell it is you can see right here, there's a screw that holds this base pin in.
Rather than that spring-loaded cross piece.
And then around serial number 160,000, they transitioned over to the smokeless frame. But Colt did not guarantee those frames to be under smokeless powder until around serial number 187,000. So even though it may have a cross pin on it, wasn't guaranteed for smokeless. I mean, now this is a true piece of history. I mean, this belonged to actual outlaw gang, and the Dalton gang were trying to one-up the James and Younger gang, and didn't happen. They pretty much got took out pretty quick.
Sounds like it was pretty fast.
Yeah. Now on the bank heist that they were trying to do, they were trying to get the money and go out of the country, because earlier they had done a train robbery which supposedly had $50,000 on it. But after they took all the bonds and everything out, it come down about $1,800 in cash.
Oh, disappointing.
Just very disappointing. So they were going to hit these 2 banks and then take the money and run. There was about $40,000 in First National Bank, and then about $28,000 in the other bank. But yeah, it just didn't work out the way they had planned it. Now, if you want a really, really good in-depth story of how it all went down, be sure and check out Joel Colander's video here at Rock Island, where he talks about how the whole heist went down and how they were taken down. That's a very good video. Be sure and check that out. But yes, this is a super, super cool piece that you just never see. I mean, really cool.
Really nice. And we'd like to thank Rock Island Auction House for having us here and letting us look at this gun and many other fine guns. Thank you for watching, and leave us a comment if you like. We'd like to hear from you. We'll see you next time when we bring you another gun from the vault.